All right, let's take you through the front room. You're looking at the front door right now. And then I will turn around. This is what it looks like when you come in the door. It's very bright and cheery now. We thought we were going to actually maybe paint over this chinking and make it lighter. But it turns out that's kind of a big deal, and so we thought we could get away with maybe decor and furniture lightening the place up, and we were actually happy enough with it to not have to do the chinking. You notice we put a lot of white and light colors in here, including the floor, the seating on top of the table. And also, we can make this table even lighter and brighter. And white picture frames, a white entryway table. We changed the light in here that used to be very hunting cabin-like, and now it's more modern and bright. We changed the lighting that was in our stairwell. See the one down there as well. And we changed these railings. These used to be all sort of a twisted, like a birch aspen type look to them, but we wanted to make it look more modern and less heavy on the eyes, so we chose some black aluminum railing. Now I'm going to take you around and show you all of the nifty storage we were able to get in this room. This we brought with us, and we keep in here everything we need to start the fire in the fireplace. And down here we keep things for the incense and the essential oil diffuser, which is right there, and some comfort items like heating pads and things like that down here. And don't tell my daughter, but this is where I hide my dark chocolate. And over here we have two pieces of dual purpose furniture. This one right here used to be a bench we used in our master bath at our larger home, and now it's really a great place to store all of our hats and gloves. We don't have a very long winter season here, so that's all the room we needed, and you can see it's right by the front door. There's one more purpose for this bench, and that's that it can move over here to the dining room table. We can put one more thick leaf in here. These leaves are very wide, and we can extend the table out into this walkway a little bit and put the bench on one side, and then we get extra seating. That only happens like once a year. And then over here, this middle trunk used to be by our front door, and I'm gonna open this up for you. There are some wrist weights, ankle weights, things like that for when you're walking and want to get more exercise. And this is our dog leash. We don't have a dog any longer, but we will be getting one again. We miss our buddy, but we will still designate that spot for the new one. As I open this up, you will see just a small, shallow compartment for some extra decor that I might use someday. It finds its home in there because we don't get to open this very often, and so I don't need it to be real convenient. And now moving over by the front door, we have this basket that's kind of a grab and go basket. Throw your keys in there, your sunglasses, take them with you into the car, mail that has to go out. In this drawer, I have everyone throw receipts in there, and there's some flashlights and some extra things that we might go to as we're going to the car. And then down here, since we're close to the dining table, this is where I keep all of our extra serveware. Bowls, baskets, fancy utensils, tablecloth, extra placemats, things like that. And right here you'll see these two dark blue garden stools. I tipped them upside down to repurpose them to hold things. This one holds umbrellas mostly, which are in our cars in the garage because we've been using them. Down here I hide my cat food, and I think we have a pesticide in there too, so we can conveniently grab those things, but they're out of sight. And then down here we have our shoe mat and our hooks for hats, coats, purses. Hooks are an awesome way to use vertical space. I use them everywhere I possibly can. And I've also used the wall space to create a holding place for mail. I try not to let it get too stuffed, but that frees me up to not have to check the mail every single day. And then down here we have a basket that is our things that need to go down to the basement, and we want to do that later. So now I'll give you one last look at our dining and front room. This is our half bath just off the kitchen and the family room. It used to be a dark red brown, and now it is a nice creamy color. And I just love how it's nice and bright and useful. We had this between the studs cabinet installed by a cabinet maker. I've always wanted one of these, and this is where I keep my broom and mop and a few extra cleaning things. As we move around here, I wanted to show you this. These are great to have any kind of a rectangular bin. You can turn it on its side and you can rest things in it on 2 layers, or you can turn it like a regular basket. And this continually changes. Sometimes there's spray in there, sometimes Kleenex, whatever. It's just a great way to store things on top of your toilet and still make it look nice. And then over here, because this is such a wide windowsill, I was able to put a tray with a few other things like lotion, spray, and candles. Under the sink here is a nice deep storage area, as under all of our sinks. I've tried to use some vertical space by putting this extra shelf here. I slide toilet paper under there. We have our first aid kit. We have some of our ice packs in this container. Everything's pretty easy to access and pull out. Got some Kleenex shoved to the back there, and an extra little toothbrush and toothpaste for my daughter when she's racing off to school and doesn't have time to go all the way back to her room. One last look at this nice little bathroom.